Hello everyone and welcome to another live from the workshop, and today we're going to be doing another classic TARDIS custom, and we are going to be doing the Second Doctor's TARDIS, because the Second Doctor TARDIS is actually now one of the only ones that I don't have in my collection. Obviously I previously made a Second and Third Doctor TARDIS, but because I've managed to get hold of another of these B&M ones, I'm now going to make a Second Doctor TARDIS, so what is my Second and Third Doctor TARDIS has now become solely my Third Doctor TARDIS. So overall this is going to be a very basic repaint, but the one thing that I have already done is to take off the roof piece, trim the lamp off and sculpt around the edges, and then I have made a new roof piece which obviously once painted up will sit on top of this and glue on top. So the general sort of model I'm going for this is similar to what was seen in Power of the Daleks, and also in the Twice Upon a Time, the First Doctor's TARDIS scene there, but overall it's just going to be a very simple repaint, so let's get started with that. And so here is my finished Second Doctor TARDIS. So I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. Originally I intended for actually the roof to be a little bit shorter, but when I've actually put this, I don't unfortunately have it to hand, but I put this side by side with my Third Doctor TARDIS, and it actually turns out that what I've inadvertently done is they're exactly the same model, basically. The roof's the same sort of style and shape and size, and it's literally just a difference of making the different, the paint application, more or less. But I think it's worked out really well. I'm very pleased with the signs. Now, overall, obviously, I know some people are going to say, well, the signs are quite narrow and things like that, and the signs are a little bit narrow, so it's a little bit inaccurate on that front as well, but I actually quite like it, because I primarily based this, originally my plan was to base it on what was seen in Power of the Daleks, but It ended up sort of also, I used elements of the TARDIS scene in Twice Upon a Time, because obviously, technically that takes place just before Power of the Daleks, so obviously they made the TARDIS to look like it would have in Power of the Daleks as much as they could. So there are a few small elements other than that. Obviously I've changed the sign, and the one thing obviously that you will notice, and that wasn't in the actual putting together it video, is I've given it a sort of white wash here and there, just to make it look that little bit more grubby and have sort of little bits of dirt and grime, which the Second Doctor TARDIS did certainly seem to have at later points, or at various points of its life. And I think it works quite well, because the clean version looked very odd. Something about it just really didn't look right, and so having it have these sort of slight scuff marks and things like that really does make it stand out from the others. And it's also nice as well because this tone of blue, this sort of greenish blue, it's not, well, I say it's greenish blue, it is blue. There isn't, the only reason I'm saying it's greenish blue is because I did mix a bit of green in with it, but it is still blue. It's a very sort of aqua colour, I suppose, is the only way I could describe it. But it's nice because, again, none of my other classic TARDISes have this exact shade, so it makes it stand out a bit more as well. But that's pretty much it. That's all I've done. Is, again, it's just a very simple repaint and a little bit of DIY on the roof. So that brings to a close another live from the workshop. As always, hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot, and be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. I'm doing my very first figure animation, and you can get involved. There is exclusive content and rewards for those who do so, and funding my Patreon in any way gets your name at the end of my videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.